the family, son.
So I was sifting through some old Resident Evil trailers frame by frame on Saturday night, like any normal youngish adult would do while his friends are out on the town, when all of a sudden I stumbled upon an image that revealed something about the plot of RE7 most of us had predicted, but not many people had known. The tape came out a long time ago, but this was the first I saw of this. Take a look at the screenshot. Do you see it yet? It doesn't quite jump out at you. Computer, enhance! Oh no. Look what's on the floor in the back corner. It's the cop! And he doesn't look like he's doing so great. An alternate angle shows us the same thing and gives us a reason to take a look at this poor police officer and examine who he was and what he was doing there in memorandum in
Resident Evil 7.
A quick review. The research shows this appears to be a New Orleans City police sergeant, or at least a generic one based on the NOPD. The cop has been snooping around the house for an unknown reason and eventually finds an open garage. Inside, there's a bloodstain on the floor, so he checks it out. Notice the firearm on his right hip pocket. While the officer examines the blood, someone walks past that familiar red tape and out to the garage. The officer throws out the stop gesture like he doesn't know the person. The cop approaches the suspect with his hand on his gun, ready to draw if needed. If this is Ethan, then the cop probably doesn't know him, debunking some theories. But the more likely story is that this is Jack, and not part of the gameplay but filmed for the trailer or a cutscene. It would also foreshadow the horrible things to come. Later in the game, while Ethan and Jack are having an epic encounter, you see what has happened. And unless this is one of those horror movies where the officer saves the day later in the game and you can't believe he was alive the whole time, then Officer Snooparound has investigated his last case. So why has the officer come out to the plantation in the first place? Was there a missing person report put out by Ethan on Mia? Does the cop know Ethan personally and is helping him find his wife off the clock, hence possibly outside his jurisdiction? What if Ethan was a cop? We were promised a regular guy character, so maybe he's just a private investigator with cop friends? It is very likely they don't know each other. Maybe the cop is investigating another ghost sighting or one of the 20 or so missing person cases in that area. Perhaps somebody called 911, maybe even the Bakers. And did he call for backup on his radio before he was, you know? By the way, why is he by himself? Doesn't he have a partner? There aren't two cops here, are there? Every time I look, it looks like the shirt and pants are different colors. Possibly even the skin tone. Maybe I'm just seeing things. There are so many questions. You have to wonder what this former big city police sergeant was doing in the middle of nowhere in the small town of Dolvay. And although we may not be seeing much of him, we salute Officer Guy for his service as we search to find out more about him in
Resident Evil 7.
Crimson Army. Why do you think the officer is on the scene at the plantation? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and unlike the officer, stay alive.